Everything's a Coincidence, episode 10. So now we have Sacramento shooting, at least 6 dead in the center of California state capitol. Now y'all already seen the thumbnail, so y'all already know my opinion on this situation. So it's really no need to reiterate that in this video, because the way YouTube is set up, the algorithm, these bots are looking for you to say certain words, certain key phrases together, so they can automatically take down your video. So less is more. So from now on, if I don't have to say it, I'm not going to say it. Right now, we got Sacramento shooting, like I said, at least 6 dead in the center of California state capitol. So we gonna knock out the basics. Right, the title it speaks for itself. The numerology, the title, the way they structure these sentences, these phrases in these headlines, it's all behind the numerology. Right, Sacramento and sacrifice, we get the numerology, we get the 62 numerology. Right, we get the number 62. Sacramento shooting, right, we get 109 and 37 for Sacramento, and 109 37 for shooting. Now pay attention that these ciphers, this is the reverse ordinal and the reverse full reduction. So these are both English. These are English, straight up English assignment, but in reverse. So Z is 1 and A is 26. Right, so we got the reverse and we got forwards, and we getting the same numerology, 109 and 37. At least 6 dead. Now this is where shit starts to get crazy. Right, 6 dead. Now 6 dead has the same numerology that we have seen so many times for black people. Right, the 34, the 30 and the 42 is connected to black people. Now if you see 6 dead, we got Tuskegee, as in the Tuskegee experiment. If you know about that, how 399 black men, most of them were illiterate. They were lied to and told that they were being tested on because that they had bad blood, quote unquote, and majority of them ended up dying from syphilis. Right, so slavery, we get 30 and 42. Malcolm X and Martin, we get 30 and 42. So they let us know these words for a reason. They tell us these things for a reason. They construct these events for a reason. The so-called witnesses, the victims that end up being identified, those specific people are being identified for a reason. It's all about the numerology. Right, so moving on with that number 30 and 42, the N word also equals 30 and 42. Right, just switched around. Same cipher, full reduction in reverse, just flipped around. Right, 30 and that 42, we still get that. Right, Jackie Robinson, the first black player in the major league, in the Major League Baseball league. Right, the first black player, Jackie Robinson, wore the number 42. Right, Jackie also equal 42 in reverse full reduction. The same ciphers, being used. Right, February, which is Black History Month, also equals 42. So we can see that the number 42 is linked to black people. Right, in the movie Spider-Verse, right, the number 42 was hidden in plain sight throughout that whole movie with the first black Spider-Man. Right, Miles, what was the name, like Miles Davis or something like that? I forgot his last name, but his first name was Miles. Right, didn't even look at what Miles might be, but hey, y'all find out, it is what it is. In the Martin TV sitcom, peep the pyramids in the logo. In the TV sitcom, Martin Payne, which we know Martin equals 42, Martin Payne he lived in apartment number 42. And I just said that at 4 minutes and 20 seconds. That's so crazy. What a synchronicity. Right, moving on. Now the victims, like I said, that the 6 people, the 6 dead, right, it's for a reason. They told you 6 people were dead for a reason. Right, 6 dead, 42. Now we know that this is linked to black people by the previous numerology that we've seen. Now, what are the odds that the people that were identified in this shooting ended up being black people, right? I spoke to Sergio Harris. This is, I guess, like a news person that's tweeting this out. I spoke to Sergio Harris' mother, who confirmed he was one of the people killed in this morning's shootings. It was about 12 people that got shot, but the only 2 victims that have come out have just so happened to be black people, right? So that goes with the 30 and 42, that synchronicity. This is why they show us these things. They show us these things for a reason. So let's continue, right? We get Sergio Harris and we get Devasia Turner. These are the 2 victims that ended up being identified. Now, if we take their numerology, we get the same exact numerology. Now, this is something that I just noticed on this video, right? If you take their names, they have the exact same numerology. Now, I know you're saying, well, kinfolk, we see different numbers, but pay attention. Add up the numbers, add up the sum of these numbers, right? If we take Devasia Turner for an example, right? We get 164, then here we get 146. Those are the same numbers. So we're gonna get the same sum, right? 1 plus 6 is 7. 7 plus 4 is 11. So right here we got the 11, right? You see it right here. It's showing these small numbers, right? You see the small numbers? That's the sum of these numbers. So we got 11, 11, 7, and 7, right? For Devasia Turner, we get 11 and 7, right? Now watch when I type in Sergio Harris. These are the 2 victims that were identified. We get the same numerology, 11, 11, 7, and 7, right? Across the board, we get the same numerology. So was these even real people? Is what I'm trying to get at. Who are these people that y'all telling us that are being taken? You see what I'm saying? It's these specific people. Now, I don't know about the rest of the people that were unidentified. I don't know if those were, but these specific people that y'all decided to bring to us, it's a reason behind it, right? So let's move on. Now, Frank Turner, that was Devasia Turner's father, right? Even Frank Turner has the same numerology as everybody else, right? We got those 11, 11, peep the 146, 164, and 146. Then peep the 56, the 65, and the 74. It all equals 11. Watch when I type in Frank Turner. Watch those small numbers at the bottom. We get the same thing once again, though. 11, 11, 7, and 7. This was the first time I actually took the time and noticed this, and it honestly shook my world up. Like, I'm like, oh my goodness, like this adds like a whole nother spectrum to everything that's going on right now. So moving on, right? Sacrifice, if you take Sergio, break it down, Sergio, Harris, and Sacrifice, once again, you get the same numerology all across the board. Not to mention the 73, the 37, and the 89 in his first and last name. Like, what are the odds of that? Put your first and last name in this calculator and see if you get the same numerology. Sacrifice, we get the number 73, right? Now, like I said, like, bro, even the last numerology that I just brought up to you, it's the same numbers all across the board, not just one cipher, because it's adding it up the same way. So if it adds up in one cipher, I mean, it was kind of common sense, but when I thought about it like this, it makes even more sense. It's even more like crazier, right? Even though it's like, obviously, like, they're gonna add up. If it's like, if it adds up here, you know, it's gonna be some type of synchronicity here as well. You see what I'm saying? So maybe maybe I'm just like having like a slow moment or like a blind moment where it's like, duh, you should have been knew that. But I just thought like I should bring it up to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Just to furthermore you know, like bring this shit home that they're using these specific words for a reason, right? And then once again, they decide to tell you that he was 38 years old. Like, this makes me believe that this was a fake person. This was a fake persona, right? 38 years old. We know 38 equals murder, right? And then they decide to tell you both of their ages, a 38-year-old father and a 29-year-old man. We know those numbers both equal 11. Just like murder, 38, 3 plus 8 equals 11. The same numerology that we've been seeing with these people's names. Sergio Harris equals 11, right? The sum, I'm talking about the sum. It equals 74 in full reduction, but if you continue to add those numbers, break them down even further, you get 11, right? Same thing with the other dude, Devasia Turner, 65, 6 plus 5, 11, right? Frank Turner, 56, 5 plus 6, 11. 11 letters, right? Now, Kay Harris, I believe, is her sister. This is Devasia Turner's sister, right? Even Kay Harris, 4 plus 7 equals 11. Like, either we in a fucking computer simulation, bro, or y'all just playing with people's intelligence, because it's no way that this can be a coincidence, bro. It's no way. So let's keep going. They decide to tell you that Sergio Harris' mother confirmed that the father had an 11-year-old child. Once again, the 11 that we continuously seen all across the board, bro. 11. And they decided to tell you that he left behind an 11-year-old. Like, this shit is ridiculous. And peep the pose that he's making in this. So was this like an organized event based on the fact that he was part of the Brotherhood? You see what I'm saying? Because if you see what he's doing, he's making the same pose as the Masons, right? Like I said, I gotta word this a certain way to, you know, evade the bots. But and the weird thing, right? The picture that they chose to show this man is a picture of a still image of a video on someone's phone. So you couldn't just find a picture of that man. You had to find a still image of a video on somebody's phone. This is the picture that they chose in the news to give to you. A still image from a video. So it's like, who are these people that y'all, is this somebody off of Google? Like, did y'all Google a video like black man in a polo in a store? Or no, he must be at home or something. I don't know, bro. Is y'all just Googling black man with wearing polo and y'all just click the first person y'all see? Like, bro, who is these people, bro? But it's the reason why they tell you these things that they tell you about these people, right? He lived in Bakerville. They make sure to tell you that he lived in Bakerville, but it's from Sacramento. Like, who the fuck cares? Like, they tell you irrelevant shit just to put the numerology in there. So Bakerville equals 33, just like his last name, Turner. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, now you see why I said when I tied it back to that other dude with the Brotherhood. It's just an organized event based off of that fact, right? And this is them just hiding in your face in plain sight. Right now, Devasia Turner of Bakerville was also killed in the massacre, right? That's the word that they chose, massacre. Massacre equals 79. Just like Sergio Harris and Devasia Turner, their names both equal 79 in the reverse full reduction. It is now believed that at least 2 shooters opened fire, cops say, right? 2 shooters in April 3rd, 2022, the date that it happened. We get the same numerology across the board. Yes, across the board, even 87 and 177, because add those numbers up, what do you get? First of all, 1 plus 7 is 8. You got 8, 7, and 8, 7. The same numerology across the board. Like I said, I'm not gonna say more than I have to. You can already assume what I'm getting at with this video, right? Gunshots. Sacramento police said that 3 women and 3 men, right? 33, right? Just like this over here. Just like the 33. They gotta put it somewhere. They have to let you know somewhere, right? But they tell you that 3 men and 3 women were slain and 12 others were wounded when gunshots erupted, right? Gunshots equal 33, right? Gunshots equal 33. Sunday, when the day it happened, equals 33 as well. So these things happen on certain days for a reason. Everything about this shit. At least 6 dead in center of California, right? Everything about this shit. April 3rd is the 93rd day of the year. Y'all seeing this? Let me zoom in for y'all. I don't want y'all to miss anything. We not in a leap year, so we not taking 94. We taking 93. Like I said, these things happen on certain days for a reason. April 3rd is the 93rd day, and then we got center of California. Center of California equals 93, right? And the order, you see what I'm saying? The order of the Illuminati, right? Look at the numerology, add it up. Add it up in your head. 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 plus 2 is 6. 2 plus 5 is 7. 7 plus 8 is 15. 1 plus 5 is 6. We're getting the same numerology in these things, bro. Across the board, the same numerology, right? So we can see the order out of chaos, right? This is the order. This is just another event, bro. Another one of their events, bro. Another one of their events, bro. Gunshots equal 93. Remember, April 3rd, the 93rd day. Gunshots equal 33. 93 in reverse ordinal, right? People fled through the streets after rapid gunfire rang out in an area packed with restaurants and bars in the early hours of Sunday. Now downtown, all of this stuff always happens downtown, right? Now, if we take downtown and rapid gunfire, we get the same numerology. Once again, that 11 and that 7, remember from earlier, that 11, 11, 7, 7, just like the victims, just like the identified victim, right? Downtown rapid gunfire, we got the 128, and we got the rest of the numerology across the board, right? Sergio Harris, just like the victims, 11, 11, 7, 7. 11, 11, 7, 7. Murder, 11, 11, 7, 7. Right? Now, the police nearly responded to the gunfire and came across a very large crowd, in quotations, says the police chief. Now, something that you have to understand about the police as well, because they play a factor in these events as well, because not all, but the higher up police, whatever you want to call them, right? They are initiated as well. So they play a role in this just as much as everyone else, right? They're carrying out an order, right? Very large crowd equals 666 in the satanic cipher. What are the odds? And this is what they chose to put in quotations, a very large crowd, right? Like I said, bro, these police are initiated as well. You got their hats, has the same checkerboard as the Masonic floor, and then their badges. Look at their badges, right? Look at their badges. Let me zoom in for you. Look at their badges. So they're carrying out the order just as they're told. So they play a factor in this as well. They get told to tell you that this happened. They're going to tell you that it happened. And they're going to tell you exactly how they want you to know. These people aren't in the business of telling you the truth. This is a really tragic situation. No fucking shit, right? This is a really tragic situation, but it's the reason why he said that. It's the reason why they quotated that specifically, right? This is a really tragic situation. 187 in the reverse full reduction. Now keep in mind, we're in Sacramento, California. 187. 187 is the penal code in California for the crime of murder. So they putting this shit in plain sight. for you to understand. They putting this shit in plain sight for you to understand. Now, even down to the street that it happened on, right? The shooting took place at around 2 near the junction of 10th Street and K Street, right? 10th Street, well, 10th and K Street, Sergio Harris and Devasia Turner have the same numerology. That 146, 164, and then the 6 plus 5, 11, that 11 numerology once again. At 1111, right? 1111, right? Now, the area leads to the Golden One Center. Golden One Center and New World Order equal the same as that numerology. So they're just showing you in plain sight. They're putting it in plain sight. They're using these phrases. They're using these places. Even if you go back to the reason why these places have a certain name, like all these states, these cities, it's all on the numerology, bro. And then they use it to script out these things. Right now, the Golden One Center is where the Sacramento Kings play basketball. Okay, so let's look at the Sacramento Kings the night that this happened. So coincidentally, they played on Sunday, the same day of the shooting, and they played at home. They were at home court when this happened. Right down the street. So right down the street while this happened. Of course, it was 2 in the morning, so I think the game was, maybe it was later on. Cause 02, if they're talking about military time, then that's 2 in the morning. So they're saying 0200. So they're saying at 2 in the morning on Sunday. So later on that day, they would score 90 points. Right? Later on that day, they would score 90 points. Kay Harris, which was the sister of Devasia, or was it Sergio Harris, equals 90. Sunday equals 90, right? Same day that the shooting happened, the same day that they played the game on. Scored 90 points. Right? Sunday equals 90 and Kay Harris equals 90. Massacre in K Street, the street that it happened on, also equal 90. And Sacramento, California equals 90 in keypad, which that's the first time I've ever used this cipher, but it's just crazy that you find these synchronicities in different ciphers, right? So sometimes I sprinkle in a different cipher here and there, but usually I use the same base cipher, right? But this goes to show you that the scores of these games are manipulated. Right, the first, second, and third quarter, they might let them folks just play how they gonna play, but at the end, they're going to get a specific end result. I think that's when they start turning on. I think that's when they start turning on and off that magnet that's in that basketball. Once they get to that fourth quarter, once they get close to the end of the game, because them folks, they actually play. They real talent. Those folks on the court, they're really talented, right? But you have to understand that this is entertainment. At the end of the day, so this is the big stage, right? So they're gonna manipulate these certain things to get these certain outcomes, right? To put the numbers in plain sight for you to understand, right? So even the Warriors, right? They scored 109 points. Shooting equals 109. Sacramento equals 109, right? So that just goes to show you that these scores of these games are manipulated for a reason. They're manipulated for a reason. Clear as day. Center of California State Capitol. Center of California State Capitol equals 109 in Chaldean. Now, it also happened a few streets. So they telling you all these things for a reason. They giving you these like irrelevant details for a reason. It also happened a few streets away from the state capitol building. Okay, let's take that then. Since you want me to know that, then let's take it then. They're telling you this for a reason. Capitol building and ritual sacrifice. 154, 73, 251. So this happened for a reason. Now, like I said, I don't know about the other unidentified victims. Now, those people might have really, you feel me, lost their life. I don't know. I wasn't there. But I can tell by these 2 victims that they showing me, that they showing us, those 2, it's something about them 2 that we don't know about. But let's continue. Right? Like I said, there's something about them 2. So Sergio Harris and sacrifice, we get the same numerology 73 that we did here with the ritual sacrifice and Capitol building. We keep getting these same numbers, bro. These same numbers, right? Kay Harris, what's her name? Sergio Harris' sister said she had been to the club, same club he got killed outside of. She had been to a club a few times and described it as a place for the younger crowd. Now they put these, I told you, they put these words in quotations for a reason. Peep this picture. I don't know if this is Pamela Harris, right? She went to the crime scene on Sunday for the news of her son. And I can't tell if she's like smiling, I can't tell if she's like holding in a laugh, or I can't tell if she's crying, because none of these people have tears on their face, right? And they chose this picture for a reason. Out of all the pictures they could have chose, they could have put some water, they could have rubbed some water on these people's face, you know, to at least make it look like it. But they put this in your face to tell you that it's something about this that's not right. You think they did? You think the person that took this picture didn't look at it before they put it in this publication? This is Yahoo News. This is a major news publication. When I think of it, when I think of shit like this, I think of Spider-Man. Y'all remember the movie Spider-Man when it was that dude that was the what was his name? Jameson, something like that. He was head of the news and he would choose specific pictures. Remember when Peter Parker was trying to work there and he would look at these photos and he would say, no, these ain't good enough.
They're crap, mega crap. I'll give you $200 for all of them.
That seems a little low.
Take them somewhere else then.
These pictures that these people take, that these people choose for these publications, they choose them for a reason. You don't think they looked at this and said, yeah, this is convincible. Let's show them this. Let's show them looking like they cry when they don't even got tears on their face. Like, come on, man. But it's a reason why they put in quotations the younger crowd, right? The younger crowd in that order. Once again, that same thing. We get the 201, right? The 201. Same thing as the Jesuit order, same thing as the Catholic Pope. Even if you take the CIA's logo, right? And you take the words that's on the CIA's logo, Central Intelligence Agency, United States of America, we get the 201 as well. So that they showing you right here that this was a scripted event. This was an arranged event and it was by numbers. That's all I got for today, man. Appreciate all the love, appreciate all the support. I'm out.